Hi guys, thank you for being interested in this tutorial, which today we are going to focus on an animated side menu like this one. When I click this icon, this menu opens and this icon animates, and we have this beautiful hover effect on each menu item. As you see today, I'm kind of in a brutal design mood, so that's the outcome of it, which is pretty cool. I like brutal designing sometimes, and I kind of like play with it a bit, and created the beginning of a home page in a brutal design vibe. So that's why it looks like that. Of course, exaggerated. That's the whole point. So again, clicking on this icon, we have this icon animated and the hover effect. And with no further ado, let's get to it and let's start creating. So yeah, we're gonna start from this one. And I just brought here the starting of that brutal design page that I did, and I brought the menu icon, and let's start with it. So the menu icon, we're going to create two variants of it. By the way, if you're not familiar with variants and components, I do suggest strongly to check the links that you have below for components and variants to get a better knowledge and understanding of it, because I am going to use it in this tutorial, so I guess you should. Okay, so I will call that menu icon. This is going to be our, sorry, icon. This is going to be our default, yes, and duplicating it, we will create now its, let's say, X position or expanded, which is also fine. Expanded. I'm having troubles writing today. I see. Okay, so the middle one I am going to do in an opacity 0. Okay, by the way, I am working with rectangles here and not lines. Figma doesn't know to animate lines properly, so I do suggest whenever you can avoid it, just avoid it. Okay, Figma and lines and animation, they don't go hand in hand. That's one thing which Figma still doesn't know how to do. Okay, so I'll give it a 24 and a -45 by rotation. Yeah, that's okay. It's in a frame, so very easy to center it. Here, the same 24. I'll give it a 45 to the opposite direction and center it, and we have it. Oh, by the way, yeah, we have it set. Good. I'm gonna select these two frames and create a component set out of it, which is actually a component with already two variants in it, and these are the names that I gave them, which is cool. So we have the two states of the menu icon. I am not animating the variants. I'm not making it an interactive component because these icons are going to be used in the menu itself, in the two states of the menu. Okay, we can take this one to the side, and now I will create the menu. By the way, the menu is going to be, of course, the height of our page. 500, I guess it's pretty good. I'm gonna give it my brutal design color. This one, yeah, this is going to be the color of it. And for now, I will place the menu icon here. By the way, let me see, that is a 72, so I'm gonna give it the same Y as 72, and the X on it is 38. Let's give it 38 for now, and let's see if it works. Sorry, not that, I meant the X, not the width. Yeah, 38, and I will use the expanded because this is when the menu is opened. Of course, the icon is going to be on it, the X, and it's going to be in a white color. So the second variant is going to be in white. Okay, cool. So we have that, and now let's create the these ones. One second, let's create these interactive components, and cool, it's an interactive component one, and we will use it, of course, for generating the other ones as well. So Let me take a text here and say woman. Of course, it's not going to be that big. It's going to be something like that. Yeah, this is pretty cool. Woman, and we will give it for now this color. You can do, of course, in your designs any color that you want. Sorry for hitting the keyboard kind of like strong. I know you do hear it in the video, and so sorry about that. And I'm duplicating another one on it and giving it the light green color. So we have them both one on another, one on the other, and I will select them both and make a component out of them, and let's call it a menu item. This is going to be our menu item. I will select these two. I'm working here also with constraints. I'm not going to do them as auto layout because I want to move them freely and animate them. So they're going to be constrained vertically to the center because I want to make this menu item a bit higher. Yeah, let's make it 100. And I will grow it to this width because we want to, let me see if a longer word goes in it. Sorry, collections. Yes, yeah, that's good. Why is it so long? Like that. Yeah, this is going to be like that. And okay, so no problem on that. And cool, we have it going. Great. Now what I will do, I'm going to use component properties to be able, I'm going to give it a text property to be able to easily change the text on it. So look at what I do now. We have the component done. I didn't give it any variant yet, but I'm going to select the first one, and in the content section, I'm going to hit this one, add text property. So clicking on it, I will call it text top, and the value is going to be woman because that's what we have there now. So I'm going to keep it and leave it as woman. I'm going to hit the other one as well. I'm going to give this layer, I mean, I can give it the same work kind of like with the same text property. I do prefer to make it separate because usually I'm not going to give them the same property if there are different layers. You know what, we can also do it like that or like that. I'm going to do it kind of like more traditional for now. I'm going to create the property of the text bottom like that. Okay, cool. So we have them as text properties. And by the way, this can be like that, and this can be also like that. They don't need to be that long. Cool, so we have it going, and now I will create another variant. Okay, we can already take it outside here. Okay, and this is going to be our default. You know what? Yeah, let's do it here. Okay, so this is going to be our default, and this is our hover state. In our hover state, you know what? I'm going to take it back here, sorry, because it's more easy to design it on a normal on a normal background. Yeah, so I'm gonna select these two and I'm gonna move them a bit here because I do want the arrow, which I will do as well, and this is going to go here. Yeah, a bit less. I'm gonna take this one here. Let me give it a, yeah, something. We're gonna fine tune it a bit, but I'm gonna place it something like that. Now let me make the arrow that I need. Yeah, this is going to be something like that. And yeah, I guess this is good. Let's place it in the middle, vertically the middle. We call it arrow. And yeah, it's going to stick a bit outside of that component. By the way, I mean, if I had the clip content, which is each component is a frame, if I had the clip content clicked, so it would chop whatever is outside of the borders of that component. But I am leaving it unclipped for now. And yeah, let's see how it goes. So we are going to animate. Of course, do it, make it a, sorry, we make it an interactive component. I'm going to animate between them by using the hover interaction. Okay, hover interaction. So not on click while hovering. 400 milliseconds looks good to me. And now I will take it here. I will copy and paste an instant of it here, and let's place it. Let's put it in the middle, I guess. Yes, something like that. And let's give this frame a play and see how it looks. Okay, good. I do think that, let me see. Yeah, we can take it a bit. I wanted to make less of a distance. So this is going, by the way, I'm putting the arrow only on this component. I do want it to appear kind of like in a bit of a harsh way. I'm doing it on purpose. I don't want it to be animated. I want it to just appear there in a fade in. So that's why I'm doing it. And this one, what I am going to do is I'm going to make it a bit closer to here because I want to make it less of a distance. Let me see. Yeah, something like that. Let's see how it looks now. Okay, great. This is exactly what I want. Okay, cool. So now we have it animating and looking the way we want, and we can easily create it by I'm duplicating this one. I'll put it here, something like that, I guess. I can even give it a bit more of a distance. I'm gonna connect them in, hook them up in an auto layout. Okay, add auto layout or just Shift A. You can put them in an auto layout, and then I can just easily duplicate more. Now, this is where the text property comes handy, because now I can easily change it from here, because these are both of the texts, both texts are in a text property. So I can write here just men, and here men, and look how easily now I can change it. Let's see how it works. Okay, cool, looks great. See, it works really easy and nice, very easy to do that. This one is going to be kids, and this one we said is going to be collections. Let me copy that long word. Getting lazy to write it. Yeah, like that. And this will be sales, or sale, more right to say. Cool, so we have it. This one is already set, which is great. And now let's create the menu itself, the animation of this menu. So if you just want to animate actually between two pages, two frames, so you can just place this one inside, on the other one place it outside, or the opposite way around, and that's it. But I do want it as an interactive component because I want to use it on any page of my website. And I can, of course, I want to make links or create links from each of the menu item to all these 5 pages. I'm not going to do it now, but just generally speaking, of course. So this is going to be called, by the way, menu. And look what I'm doing now. So I'm taking this menu and I'm framing it. Frame selection, meaning I'm creating another frame that holds this menu with the icon. This is going to be the menu holder. Now, in this menu holder, we have the menu, we have the frame 11, which is actually the second, this is going to be the menu items. Okay. By the way, how did I call this component? Yeah, it's a menu item. Okay. Okay, cool. And then, by the way, this menu icon, I want to take it outside of the menu. Why? The reason is that I'm going to place this component here, and I do want the menu icon to stay on the page when the menu is animating in or out. It's still gonna stay in the same place. That's why I don't want the icon inside the frame of the menu itself, because then it's going to move with it. And of course, this is not what I want. In a minute, when you will see it working, you will understand exactly what I mean. So this is going to be, by the way, opened or expanded. You can call it any way that you want, which suits your needs. And I'm going to duplicate it now. And now what I will do, by the way, I'm going to click the clip content on it. And this is going to be, by the way, the clip content as well. I mean, clip content as well. And what I'm doing now is this icon in the, 1 second. Yeah, this one is going to be collapsed. And in this state, I'm going to use the default icon of the menu, which is this one. Okay, we have these two here. These are the two variants of this icon. And now I will select the menu. Oh, I do want to have this background. You know what? Yeah. I do want this kind of like black background in the edge of the menu, so I'm gonna do it easily. Right now I will create it, just put it here, give it the right color, which is going to be this one. Let's call it a hard shadow, because that's what it is. It's a hard shadow. I'm gonna place it behind the menu. Behind the menu. Here, not here. Yes, okay. So this is going to be, yeah, just place it here, which is cool. Okay, so we have it like that, which is great. Now I will duplicate it again, which is going to be easier to do. And, okay, we'll call this one, of course, collapsed. And in this one, we are going to select the menu itself and the hard shadow and place them outside of the frame of the menu, and then we're going to animate between them. By the way, 1 second, this one, okay, this one I will put in the default. Yeah, okay, cool. So now, yeah, let's just put them here. I'm just kind of like with my keyboard put this one here. No, it needs to be, sorry, yeah, like that. And this one is going to be also out. Cool. Okay, so by the way, you know what, we can give this one a bit more, because I do want kind of like it animating. Let's see how it goes. Yeah, so I'm gonna select this one and this one and create, of course, a component set out of them. Now this icon is going to animate to this one, to this variant. 400 milliseconds looks good, and this is going to be 400 milliseconds as well. Smart animate, of course, cool. Copy, I'm copying this default, the starting state of this menu when it's collapsed actually, and we don't need, sorry, this icon. No, it's a stubborn one, I see. Why are you behaving like that? That's not nice. I'm gonna place this one and do it aligned, of course, to the edge of our screen and to the center. And I think that we are pretty much good to go. Let's see how it goes. Hit the play. Okay, fit with, and now, all right, nice. Okay, so we have it going. We have the beautiful hover effect on each menu item. Cool, very, very nice. Okay, look how beautifully it animates. Looks pretty cool. Okay, that's it, I guess. We have done it in quite a short time, and yeah, it looks great. So of course, guys, again, I fell on kind of like in a brutal design mood, so that's why I did it like that. Of course, in your designs, as I always say, do whatever suits your needs. It's just to understand technically, sorry, how to do that. You can download the materials of this tutorial at the description. And if you want to use any of them, so go ahead and feel free to do that. And thanks a lot. I will appreciate a like if you like this tutorial, and would love even more if you hit the like and the subscribe button. And of course, cool tutorials are keep coming up ahead. Thanks a lot, and see you in the next tutorial, guys. Bye for now.